recover, 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 recover.
Advise me when you have that 737 in sight.
The aircraft was seen to descend suddenly nose first. Where the aircraft was in a flat spin at the moment of impact.
Fly every day. Hello, flight crew, and welcome back. Today we will once again be flying in beautiful Southeast Texas out of Tango 41, LaPorte Municipal. The plan will be to head east to the practice area to practice our stalls and our recovery procedure. Before doing so, we need to cover the fundamentals of both a stall and the subsequent recovery. The hope to learn stall, characteristics and avoid a stall altogether. Avoid a stall, spin. Stall spin accidents on takeoff and landing can be deadly. Increase stall avoidance proficiency. Learn stall characteristics. Avoid becoming a statistic. In fixed-gear piston singles, 43% of stall accidents were fatal. The 4 phases of a spin, stall/entry, incipient spin, develop spin, and recovery. This knowledge will make you a more informed pilot as well as a safer pilot. Stalls occur when the airflow over an aircraft's control surface has been interrupted sufficiently to cause separation. The wing exceeds the critical angle of attack, and then the airplane stops producing sufficient lift. All right, now that we know what causes a stall, let's walk through the practice procedure for the stall and its recovery for both. The power on stall and the power off stall. Power on stall. Maintain heading. Reduce power. Adjusting pitch trim to maintain altitude. This will reduce airspeed. At VR rotation speed. Full power pitch up to 20 degrees. At stall, call stall. Recovery. Reduce pitch. Let the nose drop. Reduce power. As you level the nose, regain control, adding power as needed, and return to level flight. Power off, stall. Maintain heading. Reduce power. Adjusting pitch trim to maintain altitude. This will reduce airspeed. At VFE, flap extension, 30 degrees. Maintain altitude until approach speed, 70 knots. Reduce power to idle, pitch up to VI, 80 knots. At stall, call stall. Rudder is required to prevent spin. Recovery, reduce pitch. Let the nose drop. Reduce power. As you level the nose. Regain control, adding power as needed and return to level flight. All right, flight crew, brief complete. I think you're ready to go out into the practice area and give it a shot. I'll meet you on the ramp. Let's go.
How's it going, flight crew? Welcome back to another episode of Fly Every Day. Today, we're doing stalls. Let's make you a more proficient pilot and one who's definitely safer in your recovery. All right, let's get into those procedures. I'll see you at the practice area. All right, flight crew. So we're looking at the peninsula right now, where we'll do all of our practice maneuvers from here on out. If you need any help doing startup, taxi, takeoff, or the pattern, go check out episode 1. All the timestamps below. All right, let's climb up to 3, and we'll set up for slow flight. All right, flight crew, here we are at about 3,000 feet. Plenty safe to do our stalls. So we'll get up into slow flight first, as that is the perfect setup for our power off stall. So we are climbing a little bit. Altitude is money in the bank. All right, so we're gonna run through our crap checklist, and I will place that right here. So as crap says, we do our clearing turns. Lead our turns with that little bit of rudder. Now normally I'd add power in the turn, but I'm not going to because I really want to lose this little bit of excess altitude. Keeping our eyes out and scanning. Alright, 90 to the left. Leading with that rudder. Smooth application is always smooth application of rudder. Alright, so we are clear. There's no one out here. 3160 doesn't hurt. Alright. So altitude and airspeed are set. And okay, reference point is set. There's our reference point. Our altitude and airspeed is set. And our procedure is set. Alright, so run through that crap checklist. Crap is set. Alright, so slow flight. Procedure is power to 18. Nose up as the airspeed hits the white arc. Flaps 10, 20, 30. And then add about 300 RPM. Okay, and we want to keep it about 55 knots. And pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Ingrain that in your brain. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Alright, so let's go back. Power to 18. Keep that nose up. You'll see our airspeed. Once we hit the white arc, we're going to drop those flaps immediately. Alright, we are white arc. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that nose is going to come up. We're just going to hold it stable. Trim if needed. Alright, we're going to add some power in because we don't really want to get too slow. See how slow we're getting? Alright. Now we can release the nose a little bit and gain a little bit more airspeed because we do not want to get slower. So, yeah, about a little more than 300 RPM, but if you need to add more RPM to keep altitude or increase airspeed, do that. So we can add a little more in as I inch my throttle up just a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. Alright, so flaps are down, everything's set. And we want to make very tiny changes. No more than 10 degrees in our turns here. And you're really going to need a lot of that rudder as you lose effectiveness in slow flight. Which is why you lose effectiveness in your stalls, alright? Alright, so here we go. We're heading exactly due north. We'll call it 002. Close enough. Alright, so we're going to get into our power off stall. So the power is 18, nose to 1800. We got our flaps in. So basically we're going to pull to idle at this point. Alright, because we're going to wait for... We'll pull the power back a little bit here so we actually hit our rotate speed. It's just going to come quick. Keep your eyes outside. Keep your eyes on that reference point. Powered idle. See, we drifted a little bit. Keep bringing it back. Alright, release the back pressure. Slowly add your pressure and bring the nose up because you don't want to go into a secondary stall. There we go. Get your airspeed up. Trim if needed. Trim is your best friend. Alright. And there we go. We didn't really fall off too far either side. We held our point. We held our reference point. We stayed coordinated. That's the key. Staying coordinated. Alright, so we'll spin around back to the south here. See if we can get another one just as nice. Alright, flight crew, let's get into a power on stall. So power back to 18. Critical that we stay coordinated as we do this. Power to 18. Let the airspeed drop off, so we'll keep that nose right on the horizon right there. Keeping your reference point so you don't slide off. Just checking that airspeed occasionally. We're getting close. Reference point. Still got it. It's almost there. All right. So full power. Nose back. Here we go. Pull the power back. Pull power back, let the nose drop. Okay, a lot of times with a power off stall, all you have to do is remove the power and the nose will just gently dump. Alright. Alright, flight crew. That's power on, power off stalls, and a little freebie, slow flight. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this is helping you stay proficient. And, most of all, I hope you're flying every day. I'll see you at Debrief. Alright, flight crew, I hope you enjoyed another episode of Fly Every Day. This has been incredibly fun for me, and I hope it's been at least a little helpful for you. So what do we got next week? Well, I'll let you know. Oh crap, we lost our engine. Alright, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our engine failure just as much as I did. Come back next week and we'll go over through these procedures. Alright, fly every day. I'll see you next time. None of my content is intended to replace education. None of my information or content is intended to be a replacement or in lieu of actual ground school or replacement for CFI education. If you are truly interested in flying, find a CFI, find a school. All of my content is intended for entertainment purposes only. Post a comment below if you have specific questions about becoming a pilot. I'd be glad to help.